Hello, good folks. I'm Carol Omar Behan, welcoming you to this dragon message. My dragons and I welcome you to this message for the spring equinox. I know they've got plenty to offer. Certainly, these two that are here with me through these wonderful dragon wisdom cards, these very much wanted to be a part of that. And there's other things to include as I speak to you this day of the 19th of March. Or is it the 20th? No, it's the 19th. Okay. There's a little date thing at the corner. That's where I double check myself. Yesterday and partly into today, depending on where in the world you were, it was quite the powerful new moon in Pisces. This is the last day of Pisces, and tomorrow, with the arrival the 20th, so you might be seeing this just on that day or soon thereafter, we are galloping with the fire horse into Aries, my sun sign. So it's exciting and wonderful and delightful and all of that. So there's that to bring in today with the dragon's desire that we capitalize on the opportunities of the endings and beginnings, the new moon ending and the new moon is a beginning too. So it really is the two, and we have the equinox that is the balance of the light and the dark. Yesterday, for myself, I sat here with my altar. Talked last week about the encouraging you to, if you have an altar, revitalize it and include, just dress it up for the equinox. So I had a wonderful time doing that. This and it depends on the light, how, because it as I sat down to finally like begin this today, the skies cleared, and as you can certainly tell, it is beaming, beaming, beaming here in the middle of the afternoon on the 19th. So I hope that you get a little look at, let me move this little dragon out, this beautiful painted wood image. It's a goddess image for sure, and she speaks and speaks of spring here with Cara and other things that felt really wanting to be a part of a spring altar. So it will stay this way. So starting to say to you that yesterday, spent some time in meditation and ceremony of sorts. And here we are on the brink of the new cycle of the zodiac, of the beginning of this wonderful year. What are the intentions I have to take into this new cycle, especially for me, as it being my birth chart focus? So I certainly have that. And it was wonderful to be here with it. It's always wonderful. If you're fortunate enough, like me, to live a place where you can set up a work place, a creative part that is yours to just for you, it becomes richer all the time with energies and just it's just very nurturing to have that kind of place. So I invite you every time I do one of these videos into this corner. um, and it's where the cat sleeps a good deal of the time. The second oldest of the cats, she's usually sleeping right on this chair, but she's an indoor outdoor girl, so she's outside enjoying this. Now, I know you get a little part of the window here, and on occasion, if you've looked in, it has been Jinsa, the snow dragon, out there in raining. I think you might be able to glimpse that there is a little bit of snow. It's gone completely for a few days, and now there's more up here in upstate New York on the northwest corner of the Catskills. Um, we jokingly call it about fall, spring, and then back to winter and this, and it's a seesaw. I guess that would be the way to do it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. they're very enthused to be, in particular, offering messages to you today and encouraging you in celebrating the equinox for yourself. There's a subtitle that will be in the more prominently seen in the Substack setup of this video, that will have it will say the dragons at the equinox for the bigger title, and that's what will show up. But there's a subtitle which is The Light Finds Its Way. And it is also the title of the latest Substack blog post I've written in honor of the Walk for Peace. It's something that you might, so I'm going to encourage people to go and have a look at it, especially, and to read it and hopefully enjoy it with pictures and my thoughts, at least the first of the thoughts I've been able to draw together about that incredible months and the what they've offered to us and their work can continue to do now that the walk is completed. So I'm going to put that, I'll put a link in there for you YouTube people to find your way back to that piece. Mentioned to you last video a week ago, these come out weekly, that Val Young and her wonderful Oracle deck, the Dragon Wisdom cards, that in addition to this, now live and offering it to you, and certainly live often on her Facebook page, is her wonderful newest offering, Garden of the Heart. 8 gardens in a beautiful mandala, overseen by 8 different dragons, and each of the gardens has 8 portals. It's the most incredible opportunity, meditation wise, dragon encounter wise, joyful wise, to just expand and celebrate and evolve with these wonderful allies, companions, the dragons. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's available as a book. So if you're, because Val lives in Wales, if you are in the UK, you can order the book of it. The rest of us who live further away can receive all of it as a PDF. And let me tell you, it is absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. I will be doing just a little later today the next journey. You go on a journey. That's how you involve yourself with it. I will be going to the deep blue garden, and the portal that I will be. Where did I put? Here it is. I know I left it somewhere within reach. So I have my journal book ready. I will be going to portal 4 in the deep blue garden. The dragon's dream time flows blue, and there's a silver one, but I will be doing through that portal that journey with the dragons, and there's a lead in and time for you to sit with these suggestions and see where the dragons want to take you. Of course, where they've been taking us for quite a lovely long while, since mid-fall of last year, we have been receiving their greetings, their encouragement, their insights into what it is we're all on together in this rather phenomenal stretch of human history, a stretch of history, we being the 2-leggeds within it. But, I must tell you something quick, because living where I do on the edge of a very lovely wooded land, I have marvelous encounters, time to time, friendly encounters always with the wild ones out there. And in my walk around today, a place I usually go to just connect with more deeply with, the earth in particular, Gaia in particular, but with the snow still there, the tracks of those who have come through are there for me to read. 2 days in a row now, maybe 2, but certainly 1 coyote has come through the land. And I feel very much, because of its tracks, and they're fairly big. So it's probably a wonderful, large one. It's certainly very just delightful that I know its presence has come through. And it went right through the place where I go to meditate. So it's kind of a turned on piece of the woods that the coyote, I'm sure, left some of its beautiful energy for me to enjoy. Speaking of energies and how to tap into them, I mentioned in the video before that there was coming up on this weekend, and it is tomorrow, the vernal equinox. And I know, absolutely understanding that a few of you tuning in, appreciating so very much that you're letting me know you're tuning in from the southern hemisphere. So we kind of keep a focus a little bit in that it's the northern hemisphere for the greater number of us. But I wish you we wish one another a wonderful equinox all over the world. It's the balance of light and dark, so it unites us all the more. And speaking of uniting us, what I mentioned was also coming up here was going to be, and I would put a link on the community page for more, and I found it today, so check the community page. On Saturday, there is a synchronization meditation, the great synchronization meditation. It is at a particular 5-10 minute time all over the earth. And when you go to this link, you can see which time zone you are in and when it will occur. Eastern Daylight Time for me here, and anyway, it's going to be at 1 in the afternoon. I may or may not be back from the other thing going on in America on Saturday, and it is the No Kings rallies. And so, if I happen to still be a part of that, I will step aside and tune into this nonetheless. A 10 minute or five or whatever, but at the most 10 minute meditation for peace. It's designed to raise the vibration of humanity through 4 simple intentions. And you're going to hear an echo to mind, come to mind of the Walk for Peace. 4 simple intentions: peace, love, unity, respect. There is on YouTube a guided meditation that's up. You'll certainly easily find that. So have a look, because you can use that to bring you into as much as you would, to bring you in more deeply into this galvanizing, synchronizing the untold millions of people who will be doing so. It's, to my mind, also harnessing the power of manifesting, the power of manifesting. The beautiful venerable monks used this energetic to manifest, as certainly happened from the Walk for Peace, through that Walk for Peace, peace and harmony and loving kindness. So that is what I'll say. Another thing the dragons have been encouraging me to find time for, especially now that for a good many of us, we are being freed up from being hunkered down in our homes. Yes, and it's one of those wonderful times for me to wear my dragon regalia, this wonderful cape. I think of it as a cape, stole, whatever you like to maybe call it. That we are, as I was saying, I was out going to the place I have set aside in the woods and go to and enjoy connecting with the beautiful elementals, with my guides, with the dragons as part of it. Sometimes the cats are with me and they take part too. And I'm not kidding that. But more and more and more, and I know this is true for so many of you, and I hadn't yet taken the time to say, as I try to every video, thanking those of you who have liked these offerings, this one, taken time to share a comment, feedback for the video. I had the most moving comment given to me by a young man of what this meant for him. And I'll just, his comment can be found. A little bit of just understanding, maybe a little bit of privacy apart from the fact he put it there, but identifying what about the dragons brought him comfort and in a difficult time in his life. And yet, as he said, it is still a time in this life that miracles occur. So people sharing comments of their experiences and what these mean for you, and dragon encounters. It's absolutely so fabulous. It is. I'm so honored, and I thank you very much. The community page invites people to do that as well. So thank you. Mentioning and knowing that more of us in these northern climes will be out of doors. The dragons with us, they are certainly delighting to companion us as we enjoy the out of doors and have more opportunity to connect with the ones who live in the out of doors in terms of the realms of the woods and of the fields and of the meadows, our gardens, and knowing more completely and enjoying the company of the elementals. There is something I would like to, I will, let's see, how is this best? I'm going to get a little indicator of what they would like to do. Okay. I'm going to offer you a blessing, an earth blessing that we will conclude with. But it comes through the recognition of my remembering the mantra that I used from that wonderful writer and philosopher and farmer Wendell Berry, the poet who wrote The Peace of Wild Things. And his mantra that I used for a long time, his words became a mantra. The care of the earth is our most ancient and most worthy, and after all, our most pleasing responsibility to cherish what remains of it and to foster its renewal is our only legitimate hope. I do feel as the dragons are making their presence more and more known to us as individuals, to people everywhere, people of all ages, of all locations. It is incredibly encouraging and hope raising to know that these particular beings are joining with us to help foster the renewal of our beautiful earth. And I'm going to give you a short practice to use that you can take with you and offer every single day as we align ourselves not just with our dragons, but beautiful Mother Earth. All right, let's have the dragons talk with us for the equinox. It's a twofer again. Which of you want to speak first? Okay, this is such a sweet little dragon. I don't know what the light contrast is going to allow you to see. And here are its words. So for the spring equinox, for the autumn equinox, I am, oh, and she's so sweet. I am the dragon of the new dawn. Within this golden egg are the gifts of fresh energy for the bright new day. It's a bright new day. There's certainly one outside my window, blessing me with its light. And we are entering, the greater number of us, into a bright new day of spring and the equinox and Aries. Thank you very much, Dragon of the New Dawn. Oh my goodness, such it's like she's a patron dragon, patron saint dragon of this time. Thank you very much. One that has come before, but certainly wanted to be part of the equinox, is Cara. I think farther back in these videos, she was definitely one, and you saw her beautiful green, which is part of what's going on here. Oops, got a little arrow here. I'm not sure it'll be picked up. Let's go there. All right, these are her words that you will now hear. I'll probably go back and reiterate a bit of this. So Cara, she's just gorgeous. All right. I am Cara. I got to adjust this a little because I want to hold the card steady for my own reading. Okay. I am Cara, the heart flow of the new earth. I flow through the awakened hearts of all those who are within the one heart, the heart of all. Let my heart flow carry you to the new forms, to infuse them with love, both ancient and divine, so that our highest heart songs ring through her emerging form. Feel your heart expand as you sense her joy in the new creations of living light and love. Carry you to the new forms to infuse them with love, both ancient and divine. The Sabbats, as the Celtic word of them has for the equinoxes and the solstices and the cross quarter days, because that is the spiritual lineage that I follow. But the equinox, and what people recognize about that this is an ancient and yet new to many, many people, and a recognition of what these are. And we are in so many ways separated from the earth in these days, observed by our ancestors through ceremony and singing and ritual. But more and more of us are learning about them. The dragons, the ancient ones who were certainly part of our ancestors' lives, they are returning, as you've been finding out about through these videos. And the fact that they are bringing with them, as Cara so beautifully puts it, her joy in the new creations of living light and love. So much that is gifted from them to us. Thank you, Chikara. So let me go to what is something you can carry with you as well. Caitlin Matthews is a Celtic scholar of more than simply scholarly, but of Celtic mysticism. She's written marvelously. She has a web presence, and I've learned so much through knowing or to reading her books in particular. But at one point on Facebook, which can bring us more than just cat videos, and I just posted the cutest video of lambs today. Just have to say, I don't do it too often, but there was a reel with lambs that I just had to share with my Facebook peeps. Okay. Caitlin Matthews, Earth Spirituality. She, some time ago now, offered this daily blessing. We are working with the dragons and increasing our understanding with and work together with the dragons. Mother Earth, who we're all, as Wendell Berry puts it so beautifully, trying to not only enjoy and it's honor, it's wonderful to be a part of that, but to foster her renewal. How it is we can more actively do that. Caitlin Matthews offered this beautiful daily blessing. So I'm going to end with that, and you can pause and re-listen to it. But I recommend, as she did, that in more deeply connecting with Mother Earth and helping to renew what has been wounded and to celebrate our connection, this is an earth blessing that I believe you will find marvelous to learn. I use it every morning when I first step outside, or just about every morning, and recommended by Caitlin that we do it as the day is departing. Um, if you only have a deck and it overlooks a suburban area, it can be done then too, wherever you can be out, at least under the sky, because you're connecting with the earth that way. So it goes this way. And it will be my conclusion for today. So I'll add just a little tag at the end, but here it is. It's a blessing, an earth blessing. Blessed be the precious and preserving air by which we are given life. Blessed be the precious and preserving fire by which we are warmed. Blessed be the precious and preserving water by which we are cleansed. Blessed be the precious and preserving land by which we are sustained. Blessed be the precious and preserving spirit within and around us. Blessed be the precious and preserving ancestors now, then, and to come. Blessed be. Thank you, Caitlin Matthews, for offering that to us. Thank you, Marvelous Dragons, Chikara, and this beautiful little one, too, the Dragon of the New Dawn. Thank you very much for tuning in and bringing your energy into this marvelous community of love and light. All the very, very best for your celebrations of the equinox. All the very best to those of us who find our way to a rally on Saturday. All the very best to all of you in this beautiful turning of the wheel. It is absolutely my honor to be a part of all of this with you. We are all in this together. We share one heart. Take good care. From Light Spring Glen and all the beautiful ones here, much love and light. Take good care. Bye for now.